evidence-informed practices for school inclusion, which is a very, very big term. We have loads of partners from all across Europe, as this is an Erasmus Plus funded program. And our project is all based on two sustainable development goals, namely quality education and reduce inequalities. So we want to take you a bit on a journey. So welcome to our class, Evidence-Informed Practices 101. And this may sound a bit weird, but go with it. We will explain everything as we go. So we will start with a case study. And this case study is about Eric. And Eric is 13 years old, and he is having troubles with reading text and books, and he is generally unhappy in the classroom. He can't really go along with his other peers, and that's frustrating for the student, but also for the teacher, because I think that's a general thing that we can conclude. Teachers want the best for kids, for their students. And that is why a teacher is going to look for a solution. And maybe in the corridors with other teachers, they have heard about the evidence-informed practices. Evidence-informed practices in the classroom, what they could do, but they don't really know what it is or how to implement it. Just a quick background for everyone who's watching and might not be familiar with this topic. Evidence-informed practices is the type of research. So that's kind of the backstory, so you know what's going on. What we did is we created a website and a toolkit to help those teachers get to the right practices, the right research, and help them in the classroom to make it easy and quick. Throughout these past 5 months of research, we've made a ton of interviews, and from those interviews, we created personas. We co-created with all the stakeholders and eventually designed the toolkit and the website. The toolkit and the website are based on 3 main pillars, 3 main categories: find, learn, and share. That's what you will also see when you access the website, which will also guide you through later. Find. So what we did with the website is we made sure that it was easy to find those practices from a very large database and a step-by-step guide for teachers how to use them and implement them in their classroom. We have a section where teachers can learn what are evidence-informed practices, what are the benefits, why is it beneficial for me to use them, and why should you use them to fight inequality, for example, with Eric who has dyslexia, and to make your classroom more inclusive. Finally, share. The website will contain a place where teachers can suggest certain communities. You can think of a community that can be an online space, like a Facebook, a Slack, maybe even a WhatsApp group. And join those communities with people who feel the same passion for you. So for example, if you're interested about a certain topic, there could be a community you can join. This way, there's a connection between teachers, experts, and researchers all across Europe. This website and toolkit is created for places where there is potentially slow internet. Think about rural areas, for example. It's an easy way to find many practices, and it's a quick fix. So you don't need a lot of time to read loads of research and not get to the place you want to be. Like I said, with all those partners, we have made sure that all the needs from the different stakeholders are in this website and toolkit. So we created a website, which will guide you through later, where you see that find, learn, and community share is a very big part and easy to find, easy to access. We also created a toolkit. And in this toolkit, we have a few different things. We have promotional material. This is for schools to make sure that the word gets out, that evidence-informed practices are super important and very beneficial, as well as a card game. We created this card game to play among teachers themselves, maybe even school leaders, include everyone who wants to learn about it, and make sure that they know what it is and why it is beneficial. This is printable from our website. You can print this. These are PDF files, and they can be printed. You can put them in a box yourself, so it's easy to use, and you can communicate about it, share your experiences. So the future of this project, obviously, as you can see, we have completed everything. There's the main design for the website. In the upcoming months, the website will be developed, will be actually put in a domain name. We will have people update the teaching practices, so experts from the field, from the educational field, will put in those practices that are proven, evidence-informed, and teachers can access them. There will be a communication between teachers, so they can suggest communities and make sure that they will be on the website, as well as there will be promotion at schools to make sure that the word gets out that this website is now available. And I think that is the presentation so far. And I think, Panna, maybe you can show people around the website.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Kira. Okay. Okay, let me show you with this. So this is the website for evidence for teaching. So once you click on the website, we will have a guidance to you and also welcome to you to the website. And then you can see the 3 pillars we talk about with find, learn, and community. It's all presented on the main website, main page. So when you click on find, it also have a quick guide teaching you how to use and find the practice you want. And click on it, you have different practice about like maybe equal opportunity, dyslexia, and also outdoor adventure learning. Like all this practice will be uploaded by professionals. When you click in it, it had description of the practice, and then where this region been holding for, and also the sample students, and also like different types of interventions. An example of their implementation. You can also download it. Just need to log in with your own accounts, then you can download it. After you log in, you will also see your own profile with things you have been downloaded before. It's like a history, and also you can join into your communities. And also going back to the main page, we have the learn sections and teach you more about what is evidence-informed practice. And in here, that's the school kit we've been presenting in also the sessions before. And you can download it. And also we have this quiz for you to test your knowledge. So yeah, you can go through the questions and choose the answer. And then submit to us. Yes. And this teacher kits we also created for you. Also with the community, you can also join into maybe like the Facebook group we will share with the teachers. And also you can know more and learn more about us and about the project and our 3 pillars. Yes. And about the teaching kit we will talk about is all these cards with games. You can also download it and make it yourself. We also have instruction inside teaching you how to play all this game. And the teacher, how does it work? And then also all the instruction about the game. Second.
You can just have and try to find answers about with the question card. They are in different categories. So when you pick a question card and then you find the correct answer card, basically you can promote them and you can you can challenge each other as teachers to find the correct answers. You can also make your own answers for these questions and create more awareness about evidence informed practices as you just play through them. And you can just download it and make your own cards, or you could just really get the cards. And with the cards, you also have other promotional material in the school kit. So the cards are just for teachers or just for peers to play amongst each other. But a school promotion kit also comes with posters and different manuals as to how they can promote the use of evidence informed practices and this website in the schools. So you can put up those posters, you can create more and more awareness about how important evidence informed practices are. And just it also has QR codes, so teachers can just scan it and land on the website, and they can have this whole interaction with free movement all around.
Any questions or feedback you would love to give us? Would be really nice.
I see someone asking what evidence is. I think Carolyn already explained it indeed. But yeah, so it's very much about what is known to be what works. So I think that's very much also what we focused on and what we saw during our research, is that teachers want something to know what is proven. They don't want to check it out and try it for themselves, because that takes a lot of time. So that's why we include evidence informed, to make sure that teachers know that it's valid and tested.
Usually the evidences are not same for all students. If I may just continue, it depends on the sample size. It also depends on the initial research, the way it was conducted. So that is why on our website we try and provide all the information of the region where it was conducted, how many students were there. So usually a similar sample size would comprise of a similar result for the students, but as your student set changes, your evidence might change. So it's a more technical.
And I think what's really good to highlight is that everyone and every teacher is they're not the same, and everybody has their own research done, their own experiences, their own educational background. And that's what we try to provide as well, and that we try to make sure that people know that the research is just part of it, practice is part of it. It's also really good to include your own strengths, so include your own wisdom, include your own experience. You may have another student who had some troubles and you found that something works. It's not just all about the research, it's also very much about using what you know. And that's often, like they say, trust your gut. That's also kind of applicable here. Definitely use research, but also your own wisdom and experience.
So that is why we usually focus on the three symbols, where we say that evidence informed practice is not just the research itself or the evidence itself. So we would like to say that it's a mix of the evidence plus your own experience and wisdom, and you changing it and iterating it to the needs and preferences of your students. So it's not just what is available online and just implementing it as it is, but being able to change it to your needs.